Welcome to another workshop about the new features in the MOBOTIX Cloud. In this workshop today, I'd like to present you how you can implement the edge capabilities of a MOBOTIX IoT camera in the MOBOTIX Cloud. The target is very clear. We're using, for example, the configuration. I will open here the browser configuration of that camera by clicking on the satellite symbol. Then it will open the direct browser of the IoT camera, and there I have already predefined a detection field, an activity sensor detection field in the center of that image to capture all bigger trucks which drives in the right direction. How to do that? If you be trained in the MOBOTIX camera system, it's quite easy, but nevertheless it's also not so complicated. First of all, we go to the event overview. There we have the image analyzing events. There we go to edit. And there we can define the activity sensor profile. We're choosing a detection field that it's exactly that field what we see in here. We can define it by a click window functionality. I have also defined which direction should be detected as it's mentioned right. And I have also enabled the direction indicator and the live position indicator. What is that? That it's the direction, shows that when it goes to the right side, and when we have a detection of a bigger truck, then we see a small red, you see here there was a small red arrow on the right hand side, and it only detects when bigger objects are driving to the right hand side. So the target is now to using this edge capability of the camera to trigger the cloud. That the cloud only records when the camera detects that. For that, we jump it back to the cloud interface. There we have for this camera under the settings 2 new tabs. And to activating that motion detection, it's here in the cloud. When we're talking about MOBOTIX motion, we talk about video motion of the MOBOTIX camera or activity sensor. Both are motion sensors, and then if you enable that, then it will make the cloud recording. Of course, you can also using the cloud notification like push notification on your mobile device, or using the email by selecting alert always, defining when the alert should happen and who should be then in the alert chain. In this case, we have not activate that. It's not relevant for the presentation. And now we're going to the camera player of the cloud by selecting that symbol, and we can see if we're changing a little bit the time zoom of the history browser, and then we can see immediately that we have different type of events already in the browser. And what is new, we have now these purple lines in it. The purple lines indicates there is a MOBOTIX motion detected. And if I make a preview here with the mouse, we can see immediately, yes, it's a right direction detected. It says starting the recording. It's showing as well activity sensor was triggered, and it also shows the small position indicator in that live image. And if we're going to the previous alarm, it's the same story. At the purple line, there's the indicator. There was the detection. Yes, there was an object which was moving to the right. Yeah? And there you can see this is not triggered by the cloud video motion, this recording. No, this recording is triggered by an IoT camera. And if we playing back that event, then we can also get the high resolution recordings of that activity sensor event, and we see now only the truck which drives to the right hand side. So you can imagine this allows us to reduce the amount of false alarms based on the traditional cloud pixel oriented video motion dramatically, because we can now using the high intelligent event sensor types of the camera. So it's not only activity sensor, It's, as I mentioned before, it's activity sensor and MOBOTIX IoT video motion detector can be used, or if you're choosing the MOBOTIX message tab, then we can using the IP receive event of the IoT camera, or even the very flexible event type, the MOBOTIX messages. And with a message you can connect as well further events like P7 apps to trigger when their P7 camera like an M73 detects a number plate, that only when a number plate will be detected, the cloud should be record or notify the user, the cloud user. So you see, this is a very powerful new settings, new functions in the cloud to bring the IoT edge capabilities closer to the cloud video management system. I hope you enjoyed that seminar and have a nice day. Bye bye.